Hi, Professor Black. When I was talking with my boss, the lead pastor of our church, about what class to take this semester, and I brought this one up, even with only describing it a little bit, he said that's going to be, if not one of the most important classes you take at Fuller. And that, I remember him saying that a few months ago, and that kind of scared me. It excited me too, and I can see now just a week in why he said that. And God is already moving in it, even in the readings. My sister-in-law called me yesterday, literally, struggling with a conversation with her daughter about a controversial issue and how to think about that issue from a Christian perspective. I think it was about homosexuality. And my sister-in-law got the Bible and opened it and found this verse and found that verse and then this verse and then that verse. And she was telling me how difficult it was because she's like, I don't even know what to tell my kid because it says this and it says that. And how do you know what to pick out and what it means and what it is, what's right? And I thought, that's very timely, Lord. And I told her about this class, and we talked about it, and I pulled this out, which was page 24 of your article in the Africa Journal of Evangelical Theology, and it's one of my most favorite things about the readings, just how it lists all the criteria, and then kind of talks about if you can, clump that criteria, if a lot of it is pointing in one direction. Anyway, it really spoke to me. And we could talk about that, and I could send that to her. And so there's that personal gain that I continue to hope to have, to be able to talk about what the Bible says well when I'm put in a position to do that, which I seem to be increasingly so. From a professional perspective, I just kind of met Jesus in 2003. I never thought I would be asked to teach and speak and do sermons, and that's the position that I'm in now occasionally. And I want to do that well. That's a privilege. And I can come up with applications and illustrations and funny stories all day long. But the exegesis, that's the part I know I need to improve on. Quite frankly, that's the part I feel like I need to save myself from. As Fee pointed out, which I feel like was right between the eyes about that kind of that prideful issue of trying to be unique in your approach. I loved having read that. And having words to articulate that, because I've seen myself do that, and I need to save myself from myself. I'm hoping, I want to gain the ability to think better. Just even last week in all the questions, the why, to force myself beyond the how and beyond the what. And I can see, obviously, we're going to do that. And through that, being able to think why, figure out your method and your process, I'm hoping to be able to articulate, to be able to have clarity, to improve both of those in how I understand the Bible and what it does then, what it means, and then what it means to me and what God says to me through it. So those are some of the things that I hope to gain throughout this course. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm enjoying it so much so far.